guys, welcome back to another video. It's your favorite baby girl Wit. I really wanted to give you guys this video. I've been so excited about this video literally ever since I watched Barbie. When all the Barbie promo and everything was coming out, I didn't want to just do a video, and I wanted to talk about the characters and associate fragrances to those characters. So I'm so excited to be doing that now. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hi, welcome to my channel. I am your new favorite baby girl Wit. I don't plan on any spoilers, but because I'm going to be associating the characters to the fragrances, I might say some stuff about the movie. My film was very colorful, magical, and like exciting. Looking at the whole Barbie land, it just made me so happy. I was actually shocked leaving the theaters and like really empowered after. Like I felt really good after. All the women, like everything on the show was so bright and chic and colorful and exciting and just so breathtaking. Before watching the movie, I didn't watch the trailer. My cousin came over this weekend and we decided to go to the carnival, get hibachi, and then watch Barbie. I didn't know much about the cast. I didn't do research before going in to see the movie. So it was just like a really nice surprise, I would say. The Kens are like waiting on Barbie's beck and call to do everything. Their livelihood and their happiness depended on the Barbies. All the Barbies had a substantial amount of authority, and not just in the movie and how they treated the Kens, but their professions. Lawyer babe, presidents. It was just really exciting to see all these women collaborate together and just make something so beautiful. Of course, there are different things that I've seen that critics have said about the movie and different things that I didn't even notice while watching it. I am going to watch it again. But yeah, I was just super inspired. And as I was in the movie theater, I remember pulling out my notes page and like writing little notes of things that I wanted to be able to make sure that I added into this video. So we're going to talk about Stereotypical Barbie, or Robbie. I feel like she did an amazing job in this film. I'm happy that they chose her. I'm happy that they didn't choose someone so young, like in their teens, to emulate Barbie for the Stereotypical Barbie. She actually had to experience the real world because she was not perfect enough in Barbie land. She started getting these thoughts due to who was playing with her in the real world. They went on this whole adventure and she ended up going on this adventure with her boyfriend Ken. So for Stereotypical Barbie, of course, I had to choose Zelina because it's stereotypical. It's the pretty girl, clean, fresh, nice, lychee scent. Grapefruit, has some vanilla in here. I know this most likely is in so many women's closets. I know that when I wear Zelina exclusive, I feel really beautiful. I feel clean, and I feel honestly like feminine and soft. In Stereotypical Barbie, there's even points in the movie that she got emotional, and I can just see that vulnerability and femininity in her. And honestly, I couldn't think of another one to go for Stereotypical Barbie. The next Barbie that we're going to be talking about is going to be Weird Barbie, or for me, Split Barbie, because every time she was in the split, I was like on fire, because honestly, this is the Barbie that I relate to the most because this is how my Barbies actually looked growing up. I always loved doing hair. I was always into hair. There were times that I would take food coloring out the cabinet and like put it on my doll baby's hair. Times that I cut up all my baby's hair. There was times I would use my lip gloss on her, my mom's old makeup bag that she had, and take the makeup out of there and the eyeshadows and the different MAC quad pods, dump them all over my Barbie. This is the Barbie that I felt the most connected to even looking at her, because this is literally how my Barbie looked. I don't want to say literally how my Barbie looked because my Barbies were always naked. I don't know what it was. It was so hard for me to put the clothes back onto the Barbies, but that was what I loved about getting the Barbies, the fashion. All of my Barbies growing up, including my Bratz dolls, because me and my siblings were huge Bratz fans. Talking about Bratz, I feel like Bratz needs to come out and do a redo, because when they came out with their Bratz movie, I don't feel the world was ready at that time. For that diversity and to really have those conversations, but Bratz need a redo. But anyway, Weird Barbie is the product of being played with too hard. Actually helps Stereotypical Barbie figure out the right decisions to make back in the real world. And she's also the Barbie that all the other Barbies come to if something is wrong with them or they're beginning to malfunction, which I think I kind of resonate with her, because I like to find myself to be the person that if you are going through that rough time, I want to be there for you. So there's a lot of ways that I connect with Weird Barbie. So now for Weird Barbie, we have Product Candy Sugar Pop. This fragrance is so refreshing, and I feel like Weird Barbie was so refreshing because it really gave me that dip in that memory of my childhood. It has this sweet, sweet nuance to it. It's bergamot, it's green citrus, there's vanilla, there's peach. It's like a tart pastry. So beautiful out in nature, so beautiful when the sun is hitting you. I really think these two go, because on paper, I'm just getting a lot of the citruses, but on skin, I get more of the pastry element, the fun, cool, refreshing element. And that is so Weird Barbie. And she has been elected president of Barbie Land. Like, girl, we got a black president and she's a woman. I was so excited to see Issa on this. I watch a couple of her other shows, and I do feel like human-wise, there's just certain celebrities I can just feel that they're a good person. Of course, I don't know them. Issa's one of them. GIRLY is one of them. I forgot this girl's name, but I'm thinking about her in my head. I'm going to put her picture on the screen. They're just certain people that when I see them, I'm just like, I could just tell that they're a dope vibe. I mean, they don't do things that might be a little off. We're all humans, but when I see them, I get this comfortable vibe. Barbie president. We have Rolling in Love by Killian.
How come you're so amazing?
This is an undoubtedly sensuous blend of florals, cream, and musk. And honestly, I just see this being so associated with her in my head. Like, if I'm matching, I just could only think of Rolling in Love, honestly. First, I really did look at this fragrance as just a skin musk. I'm like, okay, this is just a musky, pretty skin scent. And then as time and more love to the fragrance, I definitely started to change my mind with this. It's addictive. It gets to a point that you just keep sniffing yourself and sniffing yourself. I have found so many layering combinations with just Rolling in Love that have been spectacular. So definitely for our President Barbie, Rolling in Love. The next one we have is for Lawyer Barbie, and I had read in an article she was stating how important it was for her to represent in this movie and to be a part of Barbie, and the whole article just made me like so happy for how much representation is being taken serious. In the article, she was talking about beauty standards and how this was her most empowering role, like how she was really excited for this role. So cute, because she's a lawyer by day and then dancer at night. Everybody in Barbie Land has dance parties every single night. They're just so supportive and sweet to each other. So I chose Oriana because it does smell like joy to me. It's very soft and fluffy and pillowy and just like scrumptious. I feel with her character, that's what she kind of gave. It's very sensual, it's sweet, it's orange blossom, it's creamy, so decadent. It's like something that's begging to devour it. It's so gourmand, but still so soft and feminine at the same time. Oriana. I really tried not to just pick the fragrances that were pink. I tried, but it just so happened it's the notes. It's the orange blossom for me. It's that fluffy joy and air felt airiness, to be honest. Our next Barbie, we have Keeping the Peace Barbie. Guys, I absolutely love Yara. I love the orange one. These fragrances are so fruity. In Cabo, abused Yara the whole time. It did so well in the cold because we were so close to the ocean, so it was actually quite cold in Cabo, and it was amazing when we would like go into the city and it was hot. I was smelling myself, and not in a sickening way. It just really does good in the heat and the cold. But that's just a little sidebar about this. There's vanilla, sandalwood, heliotrope, tropical notes. It's just really a girly girl, like a girly girl that loves everything soft and tropical. It is so sweet. I get so many compliments when I wear this, and I gotta give a huge shout out because my little sister Sydney put me on. It's because I smelt it on her and I loved it, and I made sure that I got myself a bottle, and I gotta say thanks because she let me spray it up as much as I wanted because I was still trying to get the scent. At first when I was spraying it, I just was getting bland. I wasn't really getting anything on my skin, and it was hours later that the projection and everything started hitting me. This is one that you don't have to mix crazy with much. If you are going to mix it with something, I definitely say either vanilla or fruits. So now we're going to go on to the real world Barbies, I would say. We're going to talk about America Herrera. Her name is Gloria on the show. I used to watch Ugly Betty. So she's a really big part of my childhood because I used to always watch that show. But anyway, she has a daughter on this show in the real world and everything, and she was the one that was playing with the doll. So it was her emotions that were going on to the Barbie in Barbie Land, Stereotypical Barbie. I'm trying so hard not to share so much information for those that have not watched it. Gentle Fluidity Gold. I always talk about how much the color is changing. It was purple before. It is super dark now. And it's because of the vanilla and everything in here. It's such a pick me up. I was using this so much in COVID. I use this during that time of the month. I use this when it's a rainy day. I use this when I'm been cleaning all Saturday morning, and now I've finally taken a shower, done my full skin routine, moisturized my skin up. I got my diffusers in every corner, put all my plugins right where they need to be, and now I'm able to get into my fluffy sheets, turn on Netflix and relax, order myself some food and just relax. That is what this is. Watch my K-drama in peace, throw my bonnet on, and be in my own little nook, okay? And in the movie, she was having like suicidal thoughts. I work in mental health, and fragrances in a way helps my mental health. Because there's certain fragrances that just put me in a pick-me-up mood. There's certain fragrances that just put me in this gentle, chill mood. I know that was a very strong and big intro for Gentle Fluidity Gold, but I felt this was so appropriate for her. For me, this is the fragrance you need when the world is just harsh and everything is just going to shit, and you're at that place that you're really struggling with your faith, or you need faith in this season. Gentle Fluidity Gold is like the perfect one. It just gives me this sense of calmness. And for other people that own it, probably don't even get this sense of calmness. That is why fragrance is so unique. It's just not a one size fit all. It's so subjective because this is all I get from it. Luckily, it's not all the way down to the bottom because there's not a lot of days that I feel like I need to just be like to myself. But if I want to feel gentle and it is going to bed, or, you know, just having a very peaceful day, or I want to invoke peaceful mindfulness, just finished devotion, Gentle Fluidity Gold. Of course, like I mentioned, there's vanilla, there's juniper, there's amber, there's woods. This is just for Gloria's daughter. That's the preteen Sasha, I believe her name is. There was even a part in the movie that they kind of insinuated that Sasha is a bully. They're like, okay, don't walk up to her, because if you walk up to her and she's not talking to you, I believe she could punch you or hit you or yell at you. Something in the movie that they alluded to her being a bully. I am pairing her up with Italica because when you look at her face and look at her whole demeanor, she's a preteen, you get these creamy, soft nuances. She looks like just a regular preteen. She looks so soft. Then you're hit with warmed saffron and a little bit of like, you get hit with a little kick. And when she started speaking, we definitely got hit with that little kick. I'm like, dang, girl, she definitely from New York. She good as hell. Like, we got that little, you know, kick. Then throughout the movie, we see her heart kind of, and it's also funny because in the heart notes in this fragrance too, leading to that vanilla, toffee, and bourbon. And we saw a whole nother side of her. We saw that she's actually really a sweetheart. She wanted to actually go back to Barbie Land and help Barbie out and stuff. So that is what I pair for her. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys see my creative director vision to why I match these fragrances to the characters, especially when you guys go out to watch the movie, if you're even considering watching the movie. Overall, I feel it was a really good movie. I am excited to watch it again. I watched it at 11 p.m. at night. Anybody that knows me, I'm usually in my bed at that time. So there was a part, may or may have not, took a little nap, so I'm excited to watch it again during the daytime. I didn't even have any snacks or anything. That's how late it was. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I was so excited. Yeah, y'all see I'm not beat faced. I'm not nothing. I just came on here, okay, repping. I also felt like I wish Little Mermaid had this much of a, you know, backing. But like I said, Bratz needs to come through and pull a big one, because Bratz was my sisters and I's jam. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until my next video.